Guess who just found this password again? It's me. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing Bavaria. Again, I know I played this already before and I went Goebbels. This time we're going to go the complete opposite of Goebbels. Instead of going for ultranational Bolshevik dictatorship, we're actually going to go anarchist. I was about to say it would be fine if Makhno were to survive, but no, he went to civil war. And he's already gone. Alright, we're not going to get an anarchist friend in Ukraine. That's pretty unfortunate. Levine gets assassinated. Okay, we change leaders. He actually dies. The Social Democrats as well as the anarchists decides to overthrow the new government, now that it is extremely weak. Now that the BKP is overthrown, we can get the Anarcho-Pacifists in charge. Trust me when I say this, they're not going to be really pacifists. Oh, and also, Goebbels, shut up, Goebbels. Alright, good, he's gone now. And that is it, we've now secured control by the anarchists over, like, southern Bavaria, nice. And now, Mother Anarchy has arrived in order to liberate Germany from any kind of control. The truest form of freedom, basically what everybody else fears, I think. Hungary is getting gangbanged as they usually do. Turkestan is in flames. But now we are soon going to actually go to war. I think, like the Sturmbellung tends to go to war relatively early with Bavaria. So unless something terrible happens, we should be alright. I mean, to be fair, the defense is going to be the same as last time. We are going to attempt to encircle them around the Czechoslovak border. I hope it works. I'm not sure. I just hope it does. But for now, like, we're just going to do our focus tree until something happens. I hope it's not a nothing ever happens game, because, like, seriously, that's going to be really annoying. Those literally are the best news we could have gotten. Himmler and Rom are going to war one with the other. This means that we aren't going to get a super buffed Himmler in charge, which, unfortunately, that's what generally happens, so thank God. I guess we can actually completely scrap, like, the desperate defense and we could actually just go to war with the Sturmbellung. I think this will make more sense. Unfortunately, we cannot get rid of the war modifier, but if we just roll through them fast enough, then they should capitulate. Himmler and anarchists collaborating in order to take down the paramilitary, the Sturmbellung, is something that I never thought would happen, but there we go, they're dead. I did take quite a lot more territories, so I'm allowing myself to take all of this. Nice. And the SS are going to war with the United German Soviets. We couldn't actually intervene in that as well, which is going to be really helpful. But first we need to establish, like, the Süddeutsche Rote Front. Süddeutsche Rote Front. Yeah. Okay, so war against Himmler is going very well. Himmler generally tends to be extremely strong, which is really sad. However, I've got something to say. We are not going to get a very strong army. I didn't go, like, full on Red Army. Instead, I decided to continue the militia system, which is significantly weaker than anything else. So, yeah, we are not going to have a strong army, but we are going to have a huge army. That's basically what it is. Let's just hope that we actually manage to pull through with this war. The next focus will allow us to integrate the United German Soviets, and then it should be relatively easy to take down the rest. Too many encirclements. I don't even think we're able to actually get half of them closed. So I guess we're just going to roll through all the way to Düsseldorf. Okay, if we go to Dortmund, I think they should collapse. No, not... Why? Come on, die. Like, I've killed most of your army. And quite a lot of it is still in pockets. I've just didn't bother clearing them up Okay, there we go, good. I think I have all rights to take everything. Because the United German Soviets haven't done quite a lot. And now we can actually integrate them, which is pretty cool. I think we get the entire army, even if it's relatively weak, because they got absolutely destroyed. Okay, they have basically about 10 units. It would be very surprising if they were to refuse. However, oh no, oh, they automatically did. Okay, I don't even think they got a choice in that. Alright, good. Now we can go to war with the German Republic. Yep, we're absolutely slaughtering them, and I think we can even get an encirclement of Leipzig that will get like 10 of their units. Oh, this is not looking good for East German bros. So I looked over there, what the fuck happened to Canada? Unionist Republic of Quebec, Quebecois National Front, and Workers' Army of Ultra-Leninism. Okay, when Lenin wasn't radical enough, so you just go Ultra-Leninism. What? Excuse me? And what the fuck, what is that as well? Civic nationalism. Okay, it's a reactionary ideology with the same color as National Bolshevik. Look. This is one weird... Oh, of course they're corporates. Still, I mean, ultra-Leninists, that's pretty interesting. Going back to Europe, we've established the German Free Territory, and now we've got this super event that happens. Now it's time for conquest outside of Germany. We're going to begin with Austria. It shouldn't be that difficult. Austria generally doesn't resist Germany for that long. Still, I've got to say that maybe the mass system isn't really the best. I just hope it's gonna be enough to kill France. I think I've accidentally screwed myself by LARPing. Originally I was going to go to war with France relatively early, but I've just realized that Czechoslovakia uses like the has like the Eastern faction trait. The thing that it does is that it basically allows literally any country to join the Czechs, which is really annoying for quite a lot of things. So I want to deal with them first. They also include Romania and Hungary, so that's why. It's a relatively scary faction to fight late game, like but now there is no more faction. Okay, how did I get Togo? Alright. Yeah, sure. Anarchist Togo, here we go. Yeah, I just realized that they had Togo. Okay, now we can go to war with France. Funny how France literally didn't care about like most of its own territory, and instead decided to attempt to push me into the Rhine, which actually worked ironically because most of my units are in France right now. Not enough to actually deal with the Dutch front. They're holding, that's what I'm going to say. However, we're starting to have too much factories. Like holy shit, that's so much. To be fair, we've got cores on France for some unknown reason. So I guess that explains it. And France has died. I'm just going to release everything in Africa. No colonies except Togo. I'm just going to give this to Niger. Oh, I cannot fix that border, okay. Right, this looks promising, I've got to say. I wished France actually went to war with Spain, but instead they went to war with Portugal, which is really unfortunate. Oh, and also we are going to be able to declare war on the Danish and also the Swiss. So now that our main expansionist tree is done, we can actually instead go to war with the rest of Europe. We are called the European Free Territory, and really, we need to prove it that we are European, you know? We're going to first off start with Mussolini. Next up, Serbia and Bulgaria. They're at war, once again they're at war. So yeah, and then after we're going to kill the Soviets. They went down their less strong path, and I feel like it just makes sense. The Soviets are the complete opposite of us. Oppressive, annoying, Russian, you know the deal. Okay, I've dealt with the Western Cossack government, as they were relatively weak, and to be fair, I managed to take quite a lot more land than I would have thought. I went all the way to Revel, because for some reason the Soviets didn't push that much. Anyways, the plan is simple. We're going to go to war with the Soviets, free the people outside of the Urals, and integrate everything European. I cannot integrate them, I hate this. Like, we are called the European... we are called something Europe. Why cannot I call Europe? Stupid. It's stupid, straight up stupid. I don't like it. Anyways, what now? Yeah, we are going to have to put planes up. The war hasn't been going for that long. I think we're doing okay, but we've also overstretched ourselves a little bit. In some places I don't have enough units, but the Soviets did leave quite a lot of places empty, like literally all of the Caucasus, so I'm going to take this. And also I think Petrograd. For some reason I cannot push that much in the middle. It's really unfortunate, but I... Will the fucking Soviets capitulate now? Please! Come on, it's been so long. Finally! Oh my god, finally. Okay, let's deal with this now. Alright, well, this is what Russia looks like now. Mongolia is united, split like the rest of Siberia into like 5 states. And yeah, I think I did quite a decent job. Anyways, it's time to deal with the last enemy. I am not going to show too much of what happened because, well... Dude, I'm tired. I don't want to play Bavaria anymore. This is annoying. I've accidentally screwed myself with the whole militia thing. Okay, now the Brits should be dead now. And well, okay, that's it. I am so fucking done, dude. I can't believe that all of this BS took me 3 hours. But Europe is united under anarchy. It's a beautiful sight, I've got to say. Oh, and I also own parts of okay, you know what? No, I'm fixing Africa. Africa deserves to be free. Proceed to give quite a bit of land to a French protectorate. But then again, there is no France, so... Yeah. When is there a Morocco releasable? Or like any way to make a Morocco not French anymore? The fact that this is coming from a French dude is pretty insane. But still, whatever. Well, that is it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider giving a like and a follow. And of course, have a nice day. Okay, I'm done. Bye.